Good morning, everybody. Getting ready to play a little bit of chess this morning. Probably won't play too long because it is too nice out. Too much of a nice day. Let's start off with some bullet chess. A 2-minute game to get going. This is interesting. Combination of these moves. I'm actually not that familiar with this, so let's just see what happens. Okay. I think I'm going to get some nasty pressure this way. Let's play here and then knight here if I have time for it. If I castle, I'm threatening to win this pawn. So let's try it. Got my coffee, got my chess. Okay, I can give them an isolated queen's pawn this way. Let's see. I'm not going to be able to win this that easily. Knight here doesn't do anything now. Even if I take, it doesn't do much good. Yeah, maybe I misplayed this position, and now I'm actually going to be way down on time. Alright, I'm going to try this. Prevent any sort of nasty knight jumps for one, but also threatening to take here and then play b5. Alright, so you take that. So, okay, now I think I can take here first, and then take back. He takes here, and then I take this. Right. Hitting both of these, and I have a target on that square. I don't want to allow them to push. I'm going to play here, here, and then target that. Okay, I gotta start moving fast. I have 16 seconds left in this position. Okay, threatening mate, I saw it. Okay, let's try this. Oh, I'm inviting c4 here, aren't I? It's okay, I'll try this now. This one next. Hello, oh geez, I made the font too small, I can't read your name. Animatifigan? Sorry if I mispronounced that. Thank you for joining the chat, the stream, all of it. I would be a little bit more talkative, but I have to try and move instantly now. I should have played something like this. I don't know what this queen's doing over here. Okay. I'll just trade. And now I think I can take here twice. I have to do this instantly because I don't have time to calculate it. Just call me AIM. Alright, AIM. Thanks for tuning in. Alright. So, I think I have a decent position. I just have a terrible situation on the clock. I'm just going to have to move basically instantly now. And hope my opponent does what I just did. Wonder. Oh, jeez. Let's go here. This is terrible. Not a good way to start. A little too slow. A little too slow this morning. Oh, let's see what I can do. This will be an exercise in utility. Maybe. Yeah, 96 looks good for them. I don't know where my knight is going now. Running out of squares, quite frankly. Maybe I can try something like this. Not sure. My microphone is trouble. Thank you for letting me know. I had issues with this previously. I'm going to have to adjust it in a moment. Unfortunately, I don't have enough time to do that. So I'm just going to have to speak up. I guess. Maybe the problem isn't my mic, it's my voice. Okay. Ouch. This is bad. This is really bad. I don't know why I'm continuing to play this position. Alright, I lost on time. So okay. Let me change the properties here of my mic. Let's do 50. I'm trying to max out the decibels that I can make this thing go up to. Okay. All right. Does that help? Can you hear me now? I don't know why I've been having audio problems. No, still can't hear me. And how did you answer? I don't understand. What about now? You hear two sounds in the stream. Is it my voice? Double sound. How about now? I think I might have had two mics recording at the same time. This helps? Great. Thank you. Okay, I think I finally figured out what I was doing wrong. Alright. Let's play another game of Bullet then. I'll just blame that one on the mic. Okay. Okay, cool. It's good. Is it too loud now? Am I coming across too clearly? I can speak in tongues if that will help. Actually, I can't do that. I don't know how. So this is when they don't trade in this position. I just get a really big center, which is really nice. And going to try and encourage them. I'm actually leaving this pawn undefended at the moment. I think I could play this one. Let's try this one instead. Alright, I'll see you later, AIM. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sorry that the audio was pretty crappy. Okay, I can play here. I target this, and if he takes, I have this move, this move with check and a double attack. So again, this is the idea. Okay. I think I'll still throw in this check and castle, or play knight up. Yeah, let's play here and let's play knight up. And then I'm going to castle next move. So far I like this position. I have much better development. Okay, I'm going to come after this guy. I could post rooks up in the center, and that should be good. Yeah, they have the queen side. They can expand on the queen side, but I think my central majority is going to be much more important in this position. The other thing is I could just stop their queenside play now. Straight up stop it. Do I want to do that, or do I want to play e4? e4 kicks the knight somewhere. What's my follow-up, though? Okay, I'll start with this. The pawn move is more committal. This one seems okay. Maybe actually if he trades queens here, then I'll push the pawns forward. There'll be less things to stop it. Well, if my family is watching right now, I'll say hello. Hi, if you're watching. Love you guys. Okay. Push the queen, the bishop back. That's fine. And what my queen is doing over here is not clear. But I can push. Okay, I'm running out of time. Again, I'm terrible with the clock. Let's just go for it. I am so slow, it's not even funny. Well, maybe it's a little funny. Okay, try this one. At least my opponent really doesn't have much that they can do. Oh, they could try that. But that, I think, weakens their position quite a bit. So, I'm just going to take here. And now that they have weakened themselves, I also am threatening this. I'm going to try and swing around here and target some of their squares. Okay, I don't mind if you take that, because then I'm going to take this. Okay, now I'm threatening mate. Do they see it? Not well enough, apparently. Alright, good. That was a crazy game. I don't think I could play games quite so quickly. Nice win. You were never in trouble. I didn't think I was. So, at this point, I realized I'd rather have my knight on that square. Although the problem is, the way I played it, they could just play b4, which is the reason why I had the queen there in the first place. But I wasn't sure what else to do. And I wanted to try and access these weaknesses. Suppose another option is I play here, and if you take it and take it, then you have to move the queen away. Probably this is the safest thing to do. Can't take twice down here. And now I would take here. Oh, I wouldn't even need to do that. I would just take this. Yeah, I guess this would be another good way of playing. Alright. I don't know who else is watching right now, but I have a little bit more time left. I will play at least one longer game, a 5-minute blitz game. This way I'll actually have a little bit more time to think and to talk about my moves. And let's play a c3 Sicilian, why not? Okay, I think in this position I'm supposed to take and then play d4. So it looks like, okay, black's got nice and easy development, but the idea is that I will get a pawn on this square. Okay. Now I can castle. If I castle, they're going to... Okay, this is a little bit different. I was expecting a trade here, and then I would have had the c3 square available for my knight. So let's try and make it available anyway. I think the idea is if I castle, they'll take here, I'll take here, then they can... Oh, they won't be able to trade here that fast. What they will do, if I castle, it will be take here, take back. I'd have to take back with the knight, which I don't like to do that. Take back with a pawn, then they'll take the knight. I could flick in a move like this, but I'll just retreat the queen. I'll take back, and then we'll take on d4. So that's one way of looking at this. I can get around that by playing c4 and then d5. Potentially getting around that problem. That has its own risks involved. So I'm either going to get a knight on d4, or I'm going to go for the space. I'm going to try and get more space here. So the thing is, you don't have time to take on this square now. Now this is a smart idea, because he's going to come back and try and access this square. But what I'm going to hope for is that their position is going to be weak enough, and my oh, I guess I could have taken here. That would have been interesting. Alright. Your knight looks beautiful there, but I'm not going to let it stay there for long. Plus I have more space. I mean, this is going to be kind of annoying for them to deal with. Whoops. I took my own pawn. How did I do that? Okay. First, let's threaten something like this. Just in case this guy moves. And it gets a little bit of weakness. Now, I always have ideas like that later. Probably should play a4 first here, but let's threaten this one now. Maybe they'll play queen e5. No, they're just going to flat out give me that pawn. Alright, I'll take it. Yeah, you have a really nice bishop there, but I do have an extra pawn, so that happened. And feel relatively safe over here. About a minute down on the clock, but in this position I have a clear target. The backwards e7 pawn. It looks like I might be trying to attack on the king side, but I'm actually going after this pawn. So let's do this one. I'm also going to want to play rook here and b3. And make this thing shoot at empty air. Okay. Alright, so that's a very bold decision. Now you have a weakness on that square, like forever, and I get to kick your queen around. Yeah, now all I have to do is move this guy and then I'm fine. I don't think they have any useful discoveries with a knight here. No, they don't. In fact, I might even have a useful move with the knight here. If I play that, where's your queen going to go? I want to keep my rook on the e-file. And I want to target this pawn. I have to watch my back rank though. Yeah, so moves like this are going to fail to tactics like that. The nice thing about this position is if you ever try some fancy move with the knight here, I have a move like this. This could be interesting, but then I play knight e4. Targeting this. Sure. That's a problem for me. Granted. Do I have to play a move like this? I might need to. I could try c5. Takes the c pawn, I take the e pawn. That might do enough for me. It would, again, leave me up a pawn. And then I can come back with something like this. They also don't have rook d1, covering that square. Okay, so I get to throw in this check, which is nice. Now, how do I play from here? I'm also targeting this, which is nice. Maybe just knight e2, or yeah, maybe knight e2, or queen e3. Queen e3, let's try it. And my back rank is covered. There's no rook check gonna come, and I can play g3 next to cover that. My pieces are all defended. Actually, this is a cool position because everything is defended in my position except the king. But I mean, you know, the guy can look after himself. He's fine. Okay, I'm gonna play here. If the knight moves, I have check, and then I can move this knight too, or I could just move that knight straight off, straight away. Actually, a knight move there. Okay, well that's still fine. Now I'm threatening a check here. I'm also threatening this still. And my rook's not defended. Oh, let's put it in blue because it's not defended. Important to recognize pieces that are not defended or defended in a given position. Do I gain anything from the check? I think I do. So let's play it. And I'm leaving that to be taken. But I think that's okay. Take here, threatening this. Okay. Check. Take this one. Threatening to take this one. Threatening check. Maybe I'll drop back first, target this one. This looks like a much better endgame for me. I am up a pawn too. So, oh yeah, I'm still threatening here. That's good. All right, I'm just gonna take it now. Threatening this. Yeah. Play here next, or this one. This. Well, I don't have the other one because it's pinned. I don't have that either, but let's try this. Okay, I'm still doing okay on time. Right, because this is not blitz. Yeah, play this. G4, G5. That would be mate. Let's see if I can get it to happen. I think it would be worth just going straight forward for that. Because there's nothing they can really do to prevent it. At this point, yeah, G4. Okay. Play here. Still threatening G4, G5. Oh, I just dropped that, didn't I? Okay, I might still be threatening G4, G5, which is pretty crazy. But this is actually, looks like a winning threat. Okay, this actually drops your bishop. Wow, that was cool. Are you going to play King G6? That'd be funny. Alright, now I got 2 pawns, so that's good. Maybe I'll set up a winning discovery. I don't know if it would be winning, but it would be a discovery. A discovered attack. So then when I move the rook... Yeah, let's try that. Set it up so now if I move the rook, it's check. Rook b4 is a potential answer to that. Doesn't wanna fool around with that kind of a move. Okay. I think I can get away with this now. So the idea is I'm going to try and keep these two pawns. If I could trade off all the pieces, I think this is a winning endgame. It is opposite colored bishops, so we'll have to keep that in mind. It's not going to be easy to trade the bishops either. Now this is most likely a draw, but I should not lose this for any reason. I'm going to play this next, if they let me. I think my king is relatively safe. The king is pretty safe as well. Yeah, this looks like a pretty much dead even draw. Draw against a similarly rated opponent, can't complain about that. I think I might be slightly better here because I have a much better king and more space and two more pawns, but it might not be enough. Okay. Let's try and slide over this way and come up for a check. If I could shepherd that pawn home. No, I'm going to need to use my king here. The nice thing is that it's not a rook pawn. So I have more than one way into the position. Right. I guess they're just in time though. Oh wow, okay. This is an interesting choice by them. Well, now I'm in this way. And that looks like it would be good. Okay. I don't want to trade rooks, because then I think it's just a draw. So I'll try and come over here. Come back, then check. We could repeat that way. Yeah. So this is probably going to be repetition then, right? Maybe I could try coming down this way. Probably do the same thing. Okay, let me try and come this way. I'm not as worried about the g4 pawn. It's the g6 pawn that I want to keep alive. Let's see. How are you going to check me? Okay, now I'm out of the box. Yay! I'm coming for you. Okay. It's defended. And the rook can't be attacked. The bishop's the only one I actually have to worry about in this position. Unless I get like skewered or something. Threatening this, which looks good. Okay, I think I could still do this. You have check here, but I don't believe it does you much good. Right, you always have that move. Oh, I'll bring the king all the way around if I have to. March the king up this way and then over. Because I don't want to allow any rook checks to win that pawn. Okay. Let's do this. This is the best attempt I can make to win, I think. If I could bring everybody over here, try and force that pawn through. But it probably will still not be enough for a win. I'll have rook check here when I get there anyway. Okay. Let's throw this one in first. No. Play this one first. No, my king's actually not in a good spot now. I'll move over this way. I think I need to get king e8 somehow. If I can. Don't even know if it's possible in this position. Okay, let's try this now. Now I'm losing to this. Well, I'm not losing, but I'm giving up my advantage. Shoot. Oh, but he doesn't see it. That's interesting. All right, let's play over this way. Threaten g5. I think that was a key move. The fact that they lifted this blockade. Kind of got away with it there, though. I guess sometimes you got to make a blunder in order to gain some ground, right? Okay, let's try this one. Try here. Oh, maybe they just check me forever. Try here. Ah, bummer. Okay. They get their blockade, I guess. Although, yeah, this really is just a blockade, isn't it? I can't push here ever. Alright. Good game. Alright, I was going to say, if they didn't agree to a draw there, that would have been scary. Alright, I have time, I think, enough for one more game. I'll play it. I definitely missed something in that end game. Okay, let's see now. Let's go for Jokin's defense. Yeah, you chased my knight. You can't catch me. Okay. Threaten this. I have less space, but they're not going to be able to hold on to this, so it's a trade-off. Ah, you can't catch me. Take there. Now taking here would be... Actually, I'm going to do this because I get bishop g4 in right away, and this, I think, is okay. I think this position is okay. I think the idea is I'm supposed to castle here. So, I forgot what they do, but somehow they're able to gain more space. I think because if I play this, they gain space. I think that's what I'm supposed to do here. And then follow with the e6. Could be remembering this wrong. So the idea is that if you push, I play knight c8. Eventually we'll come to f5. I'll have knight here. So eventually I'll have a knight, and maybe bishop somehow targeting d4, which will be hard for white to defend. Problem in this position is that they gain a lot of space, but I always have the option of trading here. So I won't feel as cramped if I can trade off pieces. Well, I probably will personally still feel cramped, but that's a different story. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Let's think about this. 97, 95. You can take. You can take. You're up a piece. I can take back, you take back, you take back, and you take there. But I still think I have the better endgame in that case. So I'm going to try it. 95, I take here. Queen a5, I take here. Pretty much anything you do, I take there. Okay. Now, that looks tender, but I don't see how they're going to attack it. Actually, c6 here, I think is a good move for them. If I was them, that's what I would play. Huh. How am I going to untangle? Okay, I think I want to play bishop here, the bishop here, after I castle. Then I have moves eventually, like, again, this idea. I think I have the better minor pieces at the moment. Okay, I don't want to allow a knight jump into that square, take away my beautiful bishop. Now c6 just loses a pawn, because I will take on... Oh no, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it did not. That would have been interesting. c6, I take here, then you take here. Oh, then I just play rook here. Again, take, and then it looks defending that one. Okay, a lot of complication for no reason. Don't know why I calculated any of that. It did not happen on the board. This knight doesn't belong here. They should have played knight d2, so they could eventually play knight f3 to e5, I think. Again, what's my plan? I'm going to castle. I'm going to play bishop e7, knight e7, knight f5, and then eventually this one, b8 to c6, after I boot that bishop. Yep, that's my plan. Let's see if it works. Pretty straightforward. They're defending d4 once, so they could ignore me for the first 1, 2, 3 moves. Then they'll have to do something. What can my opponent do within the 3 moves? Okay, actually, they've overprotected it, so now that won't work. Again, I feel like they're threatening c6. But I'm really not sure what else to do in this position, to be honest. So, let's just try and untangle these pieces. Ah, I could also go here. Or for that matter, I can go there with this knight. And then if you trade, I'm not so worried about that. Okay, so yeah, let's go here, controlling this square. Where's this guy going? Probably here. Let's go after that bishop. I'm not going to allow that. Aha, this is interesting. There's no discovery here that wins that piece, is there? I don't think so. Because when I take back that way, he's covered. I take here, and that's covered. Playing here, I'll just drop it back, and I'll be fine. That's probably the most likely situation to have happen here. So they'll play here, check, here, and then here, and I'll be okay. Yep. And then next is queen here. Bishop g5 though, right? If I play bishop g5, I can't go onto this square. I'll have to figure out something else if they play bishop g5. This, I might have underestimated this. Bishop g5, maybe I have h5 to stabilize this knight for a move or two. But then how am I going to boot that queen? They're just going to play h3 g4. Okay, they didn't play it. So that's good. So now I can just play this move. And regain control of my dark squares. And play there. So I'll play here. Yep, why not? I still should throw in. Yeah, I should have thrown that in. Okay, I always have E8 if I need it. Yeah, now I have F6. This weakens my position a little bit, but they also have their own weaknesses. Can't get something for nothing, right? Come over this way. Make sure it's covered. Threaten to eventually play E5. Come this way. Make sure that's covered. Covering it this way now. Now can I play this? I'd be permanently backwards if I do that. E5 though. Takes. That looks okay because they're leading with their queen, which is not the best way to attack what I have. And instead of being backwards, I can try and play this way. Eventually get in these moves, that move. I think I'll be okay here. Okay. Again, you're leading with your queen, which should not be an appropriate way to attack this position. Right. Now, I have this. And I'm going to have that. Attack this guy again. Okay, I'll trade there first. Maybe I'll drop back. Yeah, drop back. I'm going to try and defend this square. Keep this guy defended. I want to play knight here. Take twice and play knight here. Oh, which way are you going to take, though? That's a good question. No. So controlling this, hitting that, coming here, coming in here. I think I have sufficient control of that square. Now, do I have g5 here? I think I do. This is kind of cool. Let's try this. I'm running out of time here. Not sure what this bishop does. Can I win it? I think I can. I think this is Can't take this. Have to check here eventually. Alright, I won on time. Whew, I think that's about it for me today. Let's just see here. I wonder what happened in this position. It was a real battle, but you earned the win. Okay, you can try this, but it's not going to work. This knight is a beast. Probably have to do that. Here does nothing, right? Yeah, getting the knight to f4. Really nice. This is even better, I think. No, I guess it's not. It really isn't. This is simple. This just wins. Take, and then maybe you play this? No. That doesn't help you. There's really no help at all in this position. Nice. That was a little tricky there at for a moment. I think they definitely had something better they could have done here. So in this position here had me a lot more worried, but now that I look at it, I think I could play h6 here. And then if you retreat, I'm just going to trade and play king up, and I have the better pawn structure, I think. Although that's not so clear. I mean, their rooks are much better than mine. It'll be a bit of a battle. Other way you go here, then I get the same sort of idea that I had gotten in the game. And, again, well, no, you wouldn't be able to play that right away. This would be pretty similar to the game, except I would have had a weak pawn on g6. But instead, I could always throw this in first. Whoops. Not that one. If I played here, g4, knight back, take here. Yeah, I wouldn't have had a pawn there. It might have made a bit of a difference, but that means that instead of queen e7 in this position, I probably would either play g5. Yeah, g5 looks good. Or f6 right away. No, I can't play that right away. g5 probably would work. So that might work. Or here, h3, and now here, g4, takes, this one, and you had to retreat. Came back. This would have been similar to the game position, except without the h pawns. Not sure who that would favor. In that way, played rook over, rook here, for a king up, I think. Played here, this one takes, this takes, king back. Something like this occurred. Yeah, I'm not sure how this would have been much different. Than what happened in the game. Something like here. I think they took out a moment for something like this, and then I played here. I don't remember exactly how this went. Something like this. Yeah. And they had gotten in this move at one point. It doesn't matter. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Have a good day.